every election, we hear that young voters are the future, and that parties really want to engage them. But voter turnout amongst young people is still a lot lower than the older demographics. Are are parties, why do you think parties are failing to connect with younger people? Uh, and I guess like if these political parties really do care about young voters, would we not see a higher voter turnout? Like, what's the disconnect here that's happening?
Mm, great question. Lots to unpack. I think,
Yeah.
like, where do I start? Um, so I think one thing I will maybe just highlight before I get into like sort of the reasons why young people don't participate is that I do actually think that the parties in this election are engaging on issues that are important to youth, which I will say is something I've called out in the past. I do see a lot of messaging, a lot of ads, a lot of, like different sort of content on social media and whatever, where the parties are trying to address some of the critical issues that are important to young people, namely things like affordability. Even taxes, we find is like a very
Yeah.
high priority issue for young people. So I see a lot already, even like what we're like 24 hours into this campaign, in the lead up and in the first day of our campaign, of their campaigns rather. I do see them engaging. So I do want to sort of give them their flowers on that. I think that there's a recognition that millennials and Gen Z really are the largest voting bloc in the country and that they should be engaging on those issues. That hasn't always been the case. That being said, I think because those issues are such high priority and a lot of young people aren't feeling like those, and in fact are correct that those issues have not improved over the last couple of years. A lot of people are feeling, the impacts of inflation, housing affordability, all those things, and those are very real and material. So I think that as time goes on and those issues don't materially improve, it erodes the trust that people have in the government's ability to address them. So I think there's a real risk if we continue to have these elections go by where people talk about addressing these issues and there's not actually a change that can be felt in a real way. I think that's really what does it.